Welcome back to InternetBizTV.com. My name is Cartes Ross, and I will be your host for today. Question I get asked often. Again, I've been in this industry for quite a while. Cartes, how do I accept credit card payments online? How do I get my money? And that's a legitimate question. How do I get my money? Variety of ways. Traditionally, you would need a merchant account. And a merchant account is basically the thing that you will need to accept credit cards, credit card payments. You swipe it, or in this case, it's processed automatically online, or you go in through a virtual terminal. Instead of one of those regular terminals where you swipe it, you have a virtual terminal online where you log in through a back end and you type in the information, customer's credit card information, and charge it. Or again, like I say, if you were selling a product or service on the internet and you had a shopping cart, the shopping cart would tally all the stuff that they ordered, shift that information over through a gateway, which is sent over to the merchant account folks, charges your card, money hits your checking account. Merchant accounts, they're very easy to get, irregardless of credit. Don't go through your bank, otherwise they'll run you through all the red tape. They'll want to know how long you've been in business and how much money you're making, and your credit has to be strong. It's just a big mess, and it takes weeks to get it. But, I got some links down below. Most of these places they're legitimate. You can typically be online and processing within 2 to 3 days. As long as you've never had a merchant account before and you did some scandalous stuff with that merchant account, then you're going to be okay. Because if you had a merchant account in the past and you charged up a bunch of stuff and people didn't get their orders, or you got a ton of chargebacks, meaning chargeback is when somebody writes a complaint and say, hey, they didn't ship me my stuff, then the credit card company will reverse the charges. But if you don't have a bunch of those, and you haven't been blacklisted by these guys, then for the most part you can and will get a merchant account. When I got started in this game, my credit was shot. Matter of fact, I was coming right up out of bankruptcy, if I'm not mistaken. My credit was shot. I mean, my stuff was pathetic, and still is, truth be told. So as long as you didn't have that. Now, there are other ways. Now, on average, the merchant account folks, they will charge you per transaction, and this is standard. Like with the internet, they consider the internet high risk, so typically they'll charge you like 2.25% of each transaction. They may charge like a 10 or 20 cent fee per transaction as well. And so on average you're looking at $30-$40 a month if you didn't have any transactions coming through. They generally lock you into a 1-year contract, 6 months to a year. You can generally get out of them, but they might charge you like $100 or $200 to get out. So I recommend, if you're planning to do business online, I recommend you get one. You will need a traditional merchant account if you really want to make a go of this thing. Now, if you want to test your idea out first before getting yourself tied up into one of these things, then there are some other alternative ways you can accept money online. PayPal is one option. Again, they're set up where they can take payments from a website, or you can send a payment request to a person. Say, for instance, if you all say, hey, Cartes, can you build me a website? And I said, okay, I'm going to charge you $100,000. Then I can go into my PayPal account and send you an invoice for $100,000, and you can pay it with your credit card, and then PayPal will shoot the money over to me. Then I can transfer that money over to my account. Now, backtracking with the merchant account, typically what happens when an order is processed on your website or you charge someone stuff through the virtual terminal, the money typically hits your account 2 to 3 days later. So you charge on a Monday, the money's in your account on Wednesday or Thursday. So it happens that quick. It's not one of those things where you have to wait weeks to get your money. Same thing with PayPal. Typically 2 to 3, 4 days after you process a payment, the money drops into your checking account. So that's the beauty of this thing. It's digital. It's all digital. You get your money, you get paid, et cetera, et cetera. So PayPal is another one. It's another option where you can take payments pretty much immediately. Actually, you can start taking payments immediately with PayPal. There's another company called 2checkout.com. That's number 2, the word checkout.com. So 2checkout, www.2checkout.com. I think they charge you like a flat $49 fee, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But with them also, they will allow you the ability to accept payments from the internet. Now, they don't have it set up where you can log in through a merchant terminal or virtual terminal and manually charge a person's credit card. The credit card order has to take place from the website. So 2checkout.com, paypal.com. There are a few more, and I have some links down below where you can go check each of them out. For the most part, you can instantly be set up. But once you prove that your idea is making some money, I would highly suggest that you immediately consider getting a traditional merchant account, because there are a ton of people who refuse to use PayPal to pay for a product or service. And if PayPal is the only payment option that you have, I guarantee that you're probably going to be cutting revenue probably by 70-80%, literally. So some people just don't like the idea of PayPal storing their information. That's just the way it is. But the sooner you realize that you're making money, that your idea can work, get a traditional account, merchant account at that point, and then and that's it. So that's pretty much how a merchant account works. My name is Cartes Ross. If you're watching this video from another website, if you're looking for ways to make some additional income from the internet in this down economy, and you need some direction to go about making this happen on the internet, visit our website at www.internetbiztv.com.